Okay, today we're going to unpack a really fascinating investment model. It bridges two worlds that you'd think are complete opposites. You've got stable, predictable real estate, and then you have high-growth medical technology. But when you combine them, well, the results are pretty staggering. So let's just dive right into how this all works.
So here's the number that really grabs your attention: 2,198%. Yeah, you heard that right. That is the potential total annual return on investment from this single integrated strategy. A number like that, you've got to take a closer look, right?
So you're probably asking the same thing I did. How is that even possible? And look, it's not just about one asset doing really well. It's about engineering two very different assets to actually fuel each other's growth in this powerful symbiotic loop. But first, we need to understand the problem this whole model was built to solve.
The entire foundation of this opportunity is built on a really critical gap in healthcare, and that's addiction treatment. There's just a huge disparity between who can get effective, consistent care and who can't.
And this illustrates that divide perfectly. I mean, on one side, you have this complex, high-resource treatment. It's incredibly effective, but it's often completely out of reach financially for most people. And on the other side, well, that's the reality for so many, a fractured, inconsistent path to recovery. This investment model is all about centralizing those premium resources and making them accessible to way more people.
So how do you actually bridge that gap, while also creating a powerful investment opportunity? Well, the answer is in this really innovative hybrid of technology and real estate. Now, the tech at the heart of this is called the VR recovery method. See, unlike traditional care, which can feel like a static lecture, this uses immersive virtual reality to boost patient engagement by 300%. But the real key here, the game changer, is the scalability. A single therapist can guide a whole group of 20 to 30 patients at the same time. I mean, that's just unheard of in traditional care.
And here it is. This is the hardware. This headset delivers a full, immersive therapeutic curriculum. This is the high-growth software side of the investment. It's designed from the ground up to be scalable, super efficient, and highly effective.
But let's be real, high-growth tech can be risky all on its own. And that's where the second part of the solution comes in: a sober living house. This stable, cash-flowing piece of real estate does something truly remarkable. It completely de-risks the entire tech venture.
And this brings us to the core concept, the thing that makes this model so powerful. It's called the infinite loop strategy. And it's where these two assets really come together in a brilliant way.
You know, a quote from the source material just sums it up perfectly. This isn't just about owning two separate things. It's about one asset directly creating the entire customer base for the other.
Okay, so let's walk through this loop. Step 1, the sober living house provides stable residency for people in recovery. Simple enough. Step 2, those very residents become the guaranteed built-in clients for the VR software. Think about that. Your customer acquisition cost is zero. Step 3, you're generating two completely separate revenue streams from the exact same group of people. You get rental income and you get clinical service fees. And finally, and this is the most important part, Step 4, that real estate asset totally de-risks the tech investment because it guarantees you have users from day one.
Okay, the strategy is brilliant, we get it, but how does that actually translate to the bottom line? Let's break down the numbers.
So we're working with two totally different kinds of assets here. The sober living real estate, that's your classic high asset, low margin investment. It's stable, it's predictable, kind of like the tortoise in the race. The MRN software, though, that's low asset and designed for high scale, explosive growth. That's the hare. And the profit potential here is just crystal clear. The sober living house, on its own, generates a very respectable $42,000 in annual net profit. But look at this. The software generates over 4 times that amount, almost $178,000, from the exact same 10 clients. Now that is the power of a high-scale tech asset. So let's put it all together. A total investment of just $10,000, split between the two assets, generates a combined annual net profit of nearly $220,000. And that, right there, is how we get to that incredible total annual ROI of 2,198%. The stability of the real estate is literally fueling the explosive growth of the software.
So you might be thinking, okay, this is amazing. How can I get involved? Well, the opportunity is structured as a really straightforward joint venture. It's designed specifically for a passive capital partner.
So here's the proposal in a nutshell. The investment is $10,000, and that gets you the complete, integrated model.
Your role? It's purely passive. You are the capital partner. For that, you acquire both the sober living house and the software license. The risk, as we've seen, is inherently mitigated, and you get these awesome diversified returns across both real estate and medtech.
And the next steps are super simple and direct. First, you'd review the full due diligence package. Second, you discuss and finalize the partnership terms to make sure everyone's on the same page. And third, just schedule a brief 15-minute call to move forward. It really makes you think, could a single, de-risked investment that also tackles a major social problem be the most powerful addition to your portfolio?